I'm Austin.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm David.
And we're Teens Talk Hockey.
Fans watching it right now. Quick whisper. Look at the effort of not just getting right and beat it. On the arm. Behind that. Goes. Ovechkin trying to drag it through the
Hello, Teens Talk Hockey fans. Today we're going to talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs, one of the crappiest teams in the NHL. They're an original sixth team member, you know, so they're not that great.
But they have interesting socks, though.
I guess they do have some interesting team colors. The blue and the white are
So creative.
Yeah, I know. Those solid blue jerseys with those white arm stripes, or reverse on the road with those blue arm
It ain't
stripes.
bad as the green jerseys for the Toronto arenas, I guess, right?
Oh, that was almost 100 years ago.
Almost.
Not yet.
Yeah. So,
Montreal's over.
Anyways, they didn't have that great of a season either, but they're not.
We're not talking about
bad.
that.
They're not that bad.
Shut
of a
up.
team.
Maple Leafs are coming to you.
yes. The Toronto Maple Leafs had like a subpar season, you know, they kind of sucked. In the first half they were strong, second half they were poop. You know, their offense was all right, however. It was ranked 10th, but their defense was absolutely horrendous. Being ranked 29th just sucked. Only Tampa was lower, but you know, they had Rolls to the net. He was the worst goalie in the league this year, so yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, Toronto's got an overpaid D, an alright offense, so yeah.
The Leafs had an 8 playoff run. Not last year, not the year before that, or before that, but back in 2004, when they were knocked unconscious by Philly in 6 games by Jeremy Roenick's overtime winner. Congratulations, you poop. No, I have nothing against you, but yeah, next year the playoffs don't seem foreseeable as they're not really that good, and there's a lockout, sadly.
I'd have to agree with you with that. That there's not anytime soon that you see them in the playoffs. And with the lockout, they don't even have a chance this year. So, Leafs fans, you're going to have to look forward to 2013-14 season and so on.
But get this. Get this. You know how they play good in the first...
Yeah, they did. I expected them to make the playoffs.
At least like 6 or 7.
I saw them. Like, I was looking at it because I kind of like the Leafs.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the stats, and they, after 20 games, they had a good win-loss record. And I'm like, yeah, they're having a good year. All of a sudden, they sucked the rest.
If you think of it, if they got the deal done for the lockout, they would have like at least a 40-game season.
Yeah.
So if they played a good half of the year, it'll be.
They might have made the playoffs.
They might win a President's Trophy and win a Stanley Cup. Well, no, they'll get beaten in the Stanley Cup for sure, but
yeah,
possibly make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, but sorry, Leafs fans, there's probably no time you're gonna see them in the playoffs.
This is like another Edmonton Oilers thing.
But you do have a good chance that they may do better with the addition of Morgan Riley, but Morgan Freeman would be pretty good on the team.
He's a free man because he didn't sign with anybody. Except for the Maple Leafs, so he's not a free man.
Okay, anyways, Morgan Riley is a very good defenseman. He is offensive-minded, though, and he can score goals and defend that puck.
I agree. It doesn't look like the Leafs are going to make the playoffs anytime soon, you know, because their team's not that good. They got an overpaid defense, kind of a subpar offense, and yeah.
For this year, I think that they could have won the playoffs and win a Stanley Cup, but I guess you don't know it because the lockout's here.
What? To win the Stanley Cup?
Well, hey, every team has a chance.
Well, they could have won it, but
there's a lockout. Who knows?
Stupid lockout.
Oh yeah, but you know what, Leaf fans, you know what? For once, I like something you did. You drafted Morgan Riley. Yeah, I had him as the second best player in this draft behind
second overall
behind Yakupov. I thought he was better than Murray. I honestly did.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thing is, Murray was probably a safer pick. He's probably a more consistent guy, but Morgan Riley has more potential to become a superstar.
Yeah.
So he'll be a good.
Morgan Riley's more of a wild cardy pick, but he's got more potential to be a superstar than Ryan Murray does. That's why I think he's a better pick.
Yeah, if he pans out, he'll be better than
he has a better overall potential than Mark Murray does.
All right, now let's talk about how they play every year. They start off with a good season, then have.
Even so, in 2010 to 2011, the exact same thing. They were first for like the first 2 weeks of the season.
They were
for 2010 to 2011.
Like every year, I think.
Is that the when they went last? Dead last?
No, but and also in 2010-11, you know, next won the President's Trophy. They started off the season 2-5. I was worried.
But guys, since it's a lockout gets resolved, they might have a 40-game season, so they might play good for the first half and win a Stanley Cup.
Oh, and one more complaint
But
about.
the lockout's here.
Yes.
Who knew?
And you know, one more complaint I have about the Leafs. Their grammatical error. Why don't they be called the Leaves? The Leaves.
Because no one likes the Leaves. You smart joker.
Yeah, it's not a smart joke. I'm just complaining about it. You know, like Leafs. Just
One letter, folks. One letter, and you get awesome.
Actually, it's two.
Two
It's two letters. You just
Okay,
guys are killing yourself. Anyway, they should have to have a slight name change. Yeah.
You can't change your name after so many years.
Double barrel, double letters, double rainbow.
Double rainbow.
Two people, double peoples.
Oh well.
Double lights.
Anyways, you do realize
Double
you can see lights.
balls.
Oh my god. Can we just get this over with?
Yes. Up next is who we think the best players are.
Yes. The Leafs' only real offensive force is Phil Kessel. I believe he's the best player on the team. He's got a monster shot. He's got some great puck handling abilities too. You should see him play. He's he's just like popping in that top corner, the other corner. You know, I don't even know why I'm pointing the corners on the screen. Yeah, he's got a monster shot, a great puck handling abilities. I just repeated myself. Oh, okay. And one interesting thing I've noticed about Phil Kessel, like just an interesting tidbit. Whenever he does his interviews, he always sounds so scared and frail. He's like, "Oh yeah, we played good last game, but we gotta win more game, you know." I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. That's what Phil Kessel just always sounds kind of weak and all that in interviews. It's just my opinion.
This player has 12 goals and 32 assists for 44 points. If you guys guess Micah Koivu, then you're wrong. It's Captain Angry, the Goon of Goons. Ladies and gentlemen, Dion Phaneuf. He also played 27 games more than Micah Koivu because he was injured, but he's a good defenseman. He's angry.
James Reimer is my favorite player of their team. He had 90% save percentage this year. He did have a 14-14 win-loss ratio, but it was because he didn't get to play the whole season because he suffered a neck injury / concussion, which was given to him by the Canadiens captain. Ooh, the rivalry deepens.
Yes, the Leafs do have a couple good players, you know?
Like Phaneuf, the Goon of Goons.
Reimer, good young goalie.
Phil Kessel.
Oh yeah, Phil Kessel. Yeah, there's also a couple guys we can talk about, like Mikhail Bobrovsky.
Hey.
He's got a tremendous shot.
If you guys say Matt Sundin still played for them, would you think that
He's retired.
If he still played for them, would you think they would make the playoffs?
No.
No. Because if you took Matt Sundin's current condition...
Yes.
Okay, from 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yes, they could be.
It doesn't take one player to make it in the playoffs, though. They have enough forwards and offense to make the playoffs.
But
it's their defense.
If you stuck Gretzky on any team, they could probably make the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I guess the Rangers didn't make the playoffs. Well, that's when Gretzky's on his prime.
Yeah.
But even so, like a team like.
But anyways,
teams didn't make the playoffs every year.
Okay, let's talk about the scoring leader and the assist leader or point leader or whatever.
I think that all goes to Phil Kessel.
We're not 100% sure on the assists, but I'm pretty sure Phil Kessler got all 3 stats. So.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Who had more penalty minutes?
You know what I always say about
Probably Mike Brown.
Hey guys, you know what I always say about penalty minutes? The people who have more penalty minutes has the most effort in the game.
But I never get any penalty minutes, and I go 100% every game.
Yeah, you're 100%.
You realize it's pond hockey, you don't get penalty minutes.
Yeah, you don't get penalty minutes either.
If you get, I got like 35 penalty minutes.
That's because you got a fighting
unless you're
game misconduct.
When did you do that?
Remember the kid who's
the team
cross?
Oh yeah, last year.
So yeah, he was just laying there.
This happened.
I mean, yeah, he was just laying there and it's like, oh no, you don't. Pow, 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 pow. Then the goalie
because he fought his own goalie. All right, we're on to the next scene. Let's do some good old questions because that's the most important part of the show, and predictions are coming up afterwards. Yeah, the Leafs do have a couple questions going forward. You know, like their defense is just horrendous, eh?
Yeah, and they're overpaid.
I know, like they're like one of the most expensive I think it might be the most expensive defense in the NHL. Like what other guys like Sarah could be like what 4.5 million or 4 million for a guy who plays like what 20 games a year?
And like the only player that deserves that much money is Dion Phaneuf.
Dion Phaneuf's the only correctly paid player on that defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like their defense is horrendous.
It is. That's probably why they
don't give enough support to poor Reimer.
Yeah, it sucks. Like And my question is, will they find an actual backup goalie? Because
I don't. Scrivens ain't cutting it.
Scrivens a minor goalie.
He's an AHLer. Unless he has some sort of dramatic boost and improvement this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him as my backup. Just saying.
Yeah, he's probably a better goalie than you are, though.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah, probably. But we can't compare NHL players to pond hockey players.
We can too. Yeah. Hey, remember that guy in like a clip that showed you like chicken McNuggets, fries?
Oh, what?
Remember the New York Islanders player?
Oh yeah. That was funny. But anyways,
Most intense 8 seconds. Yeah.
Look it up. Most intense 8 seconds
ever.
It'll be funny.
All right.
And then look at the most popular comment.
Okay, whatever.
Over to you, Damien.
Yes, you can talk about Mr. Kuhlman.
Nikolai Kuhlman scored 30 goals last season. Well, before last season, sorry. But last year he scored 7 goals, which ain't good. My question is, could he get up to that prior glory and succeed for next year?
Yeah, the Leafs do have some questions going forward. You know, Kuhlman, he's just sucking right now.
Yeah, can he get better?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I think he would. He just had a slumpy year.
their goaltending.
Well, everyone has an off.
Their goaltending needs to be solidified a little bit, and their defense.
Well, this team will rebuild eventually.
Yeah.
Every team gets better over time, but the Leafs take a little bit longer than most.
Where do you guys see him next year?
I see him out of the playoffs, but well, obviously out of the playoffs, but at least around 11th.
Really, do you have them that high?
That's high out of the playoff spot, yeah.
Okay, you, Josh?
I see him between 10th and 12th.
Your breath stinks. And I see him on 13th or 14th.
Wow, why
Hey,
so low?
Josh, burp. Not at me, just burp.
Why?
Just burp.
Except it doesn't really work that well. Anyway, yeah, that's basically our episodes. We have 11th, I don't know what you said, and 13th or 14th.
10th through 12th.
Okay. 11th, 10th through 12th, 13th or 14th.
Anyway, so
This team's out of the playoffs.
what do you see? What's next team?
I think it shall be the Vancouver Canucks.
Yes.
Canucks. I'm wearing my Oilers jersey for that one, folks.
Okay. I won't make that.
See you next time, Teens Talk Hockey
I'm
fans.
Damien.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Austin.
And we're
Teens Talk Hockey.